This video is for those of us who want to install LED lights onto their Panther chassis, be it a Crown Victoria, a Police Interceptor, a Marquis, or even a Lincoln Town Car. They're probably all about the same. This would be for models that have a lighting control module, which is a lot of them. The older ones do not have lighting control modules, so it's a little different. It's actually easier, but there are two ways to do it. And of course, you want to install the bulbs, but you want them to flash at a good pace, and this is the right way to do it. You want it to flash about this speed with the intensity of the LEDs working their magic, but they have to flash at the same rate of the incandescent bulbs that came from the factory. So the incandescent bulbs, they had a certain resistance. LEDs have less resistance. So in order to compensate, you can do two things. You can add one of these little Chinese resistor things that adds a ton of heat to the area around the light, and you have to mount them in a certain way so they don't burn anything. And they're not cheap. They're probably like, you know, $5-6 each, or maybe $3 or $4 if you buy them in bulk. Or let me present a better way that's far more efficient, far cheaper, and really not that much more work. So what you do is you go inside and you go to the lighting control module. So, lighting control module is behind this guy here. This is your OBD2 service port. The lighting control module is here, and if you hear a clicking noise, you can see what I did. Basically, you bypass the lighting control module's functions for the flasher, and you install a regular two-prong electronic flasher. You have to get the electronic flasher, not the old school metal ones or plastic ones that do it the old way. The electronic ones are the ones that understand how to do the LED lights correctly. So it just takes two wires here, and then there's a third ground wire that you can see I put right here. It's connected to the same bolt that holds the lighting control module, and this is a ground. So it's basically two prongs here that connect to the lighting control module, and then this here, which connects to the chassis of the car. So, what wires do you actually need? It's pretty simple. This is a 2006, so keep in mind that it might be different for other cars, but for 2006 models, you go to, here's where I went, page 90-1, but all you need to do is cut these four wires. Flasher power, flasher output, there are two. There's white, red with a red stripe, another white with a red stripe, one light blue, another light blue. So you cut all four of these off of the wiring harness after you've removed the lighting control module, and it's only 3 bolts maybe to take the lighting control module off. You crimp these two together, you connect it to that aftermarket electronic LED flasher module, and then you're ready to go. So again, you just cut these four here, you tie these two together into a connection that will go to the LED flasher. These two the same way. You then connect them to this guy right here. Then you zip tie the whole thing to the wiring harness for the LED flasher. For the lighting control module, so the LED flasher doesn't go anywhere. The zip tie works great. And then you run the ground wire right here to the ground. And as you tighten it up, as you put the lighting control module on, tighten it up, you just slide the ground wire right there. So again, ground wire, 4 wires from the lighting control module go to this little clicky guy right here. Here are the 4 wires. 1, 2, 3, 4. Combine those two, and the end result is something very, very cool. You get this without needing this.